Well, we're going to go ahead and get started. Hi. Good afternoon. My name is Dr. Jesse Grant. I'm the Interim Dean of Students here at Bemidji State University. And today marks the end of the culmination of a series of resolutions, events, student meetings, eye rollings, and conversations where we are sitting in a space today that is a space that is for students gathered to continue the dialogue around diversity, equity, inclusion, and social justice. And the center in its inception started, from my knowledge, from about 5 years ago, from 2012, where Student Senate leadership began to have conversations about that. And then as I'm having conversations within the community, I found out that I was actually wrong. There were students in 2007, and I believe she is here, Ashley Charwood, who is an alum of BSU, was a person who wanted to have conversations around creating a center in a space as this. And Ashley, I'm glad that you're here to, see the fruition of the thoughts and conversations that you were having all those years ago. So let's move up to 2017. A year ago, when I came and joined the institution, one of the things that I was kind of told in my interview was that you will have a Center for Diversity and Inclusion from students. And, on your first day, you're kind of like, okay, so let's see how we can make this happen. So under the leadership of then President Kaylee Schoonover and Josh Lively, through a series of resolutions and conversations and debate from Senators Hennick and Ula at the time, the center came into fruition. And so it's a great and wonderful day for us in terms of our institution and our strategic initiatives, because as we have launched our institution strategic plan, one of the points on it was to create a Center for Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion to open in fall of 18. And President Henrud, I'm happy to say, check, it's done. Okay. And so again, the task is completed. However, this is the beginning of a series of dialogues and conversations, programming, and reaching across the campus to engage our students in terms of their success and being able to do that. Now, this is a wonderful opportunity for us to connect as we commemorate the life and legacy of Dr. King. So at 4 o'clock, we will be having our commemoration upstairs in the ballroom, and I hope that some of you are able to join us. There are going to be children from the Boys and Girls Club here having conversations about what King's work means to them, today in 2018. But we're going to also hear from Bemidji State University's choir, and I too will lift my voice and sing. So don't be scared. Okay. Now, as you have spent time in the center, I am going to ask a favor of you. When we are done with our ribbon cutting, if you could take a few minutes and help us decide what our logo is going to be. There are dots that are placed on the tables, so make sure that you pick one and place them on the one that really resonates with you. And so these are representations from our various segments of our campus community, and I am proud to say that I like all of them, but I think we need to make a choice and begin to move on. Now, allow me to introduce to you the coordinator of the Center for Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion, and that's Dr. Brian Zhang. Brian?
Thank you. I'm so excited. Thank you, Dr. Grant. And also thank you, BSU Administrator, for all the things you guys do for our diverse student population at this campus. I am very excited and to be a part of the BSU team and community here. I come from a really diverse background, and I, like many of the students that I'll be working with, I am also a first-generation college student. I'm a refugee American, come from Thailand, born a refugee camp. I came here, and I knew at a young age that education is the key to open a new door. So I'm excited to be here to help you open the new door and you reach your education goal. So I'm really excited for the new center, and I hope that the center and we are here for you. And thank you for students. I have a great time talking to you, so I'm really excited to be here, and I really appreciate the opportunity to serve the BSU community. So thank you so much.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Brian. And as we said, this would have not come into being without the voice of students. And so I want to introduce to you Kel Hennick, who is a senator at BSU. He's our inclusivity chair and was one of the people who was very instrumental in developing the bill for the center. And so I'm hoping that we did him justice by making his vision come to light. Kel?
Hi, it's extremely satisfying to see the development of the center come into play. With that being said, I want to say thank you to everyone that helped make this possible. It wasn't just me, it wasn't just Ash. I'm really excited to work with you, Brian, and I hope the center helps create a better cultural environment for BSU. Thank you.
Thanks. All right. Thank you, Kale. And so as we have moved forward in those sorts of things, I want to introduce to you our president, Dr. Faith Hensrud, who has been an inspiration to me in my work, but who has also been a champion for all of us within the community and is a true champion for diversity, equity, and social justice. Dr. Hensrud.
Thank you. Thank you, Jesse, and thank you all for being here to help us celebrate the opening of this very important place on our campus. I really appreciate the commitment of everybody who helped to make this center possible. Our student leadership. Kale, I met 18 months ago when I first came in, and that was one of the first things that he talked to me about. I think he captured me on the sidewalk and said, Dr. Hensrud, can I talk to you about this? We really want this. We want to make this happen. So thank you again for your persistence and for your role in making this possible. To Dr. Grant for your leadership also as well. I want to thank you. And Dr. Deborah Peterson, you're probably out there somewhere. Your emphasis is really important on this as well. I also want to thank our Provost, Tony Pepper, Vice President Karen Snorick, and our Director of Facilities, Travis Barnes. But most importantly, if you had walked into this space just a day or two ago, you would have seen that there was still a lot of work to be done here. So I'm very pleased to see that we're walking on carpet that I think was installed yesterday. And we had a lot of our own staff that worked on this very hard and very fast the last few days to make this happen. So you all did amazing work, and we're very appreciative of that. I'm also very pleased that Dr. Brian Zhang has joined us as a member of our staff and as the coordinator for this center. I think he's a great addition to our campus community and will be a valuable asset for everyone. Dr. Grant mentioned that we're very fortunate to be dedicating this facility at nearing the time of Dr. Martin Luther King's celebration coming up on Monday. And we're also going to be hearing some excellent music. I'm interested in hearing this solo performance by Dr. Grant. I hope you can all go up to the Beaux Arts Ballroom for that celebration after this. This center is going to be a very welcoming environment for our students, and it's really going to help us fulfill some of the goals that we have in our strategic plan. And what Dr. Grant said about having met the deadline and checking it off, he's absolutely correct. This was one that we were able to move on very quickly, and we had planning in place for it. And this early achievement is going to really help us build momentum as we move forward with the rest of our strategic plan. So very pleased with it. In addition, I think that the energy and the spirit that this place will surely spur us on. If you listen to the music there, I should be dancing up here. I think the commitment that we're going to see from everyone who's engaged in this effort is really going to help move BSU forward as we create an even more welcoming environment for everyone in this campus community. And doing that is also going to help us to recruit and retain more students of diversity. And so that's really what we're hoping to do, is just to create that welcoming environment where we can have everyone have that feeling of support. It will also help to strengthen BSU as a place of transformation. You heard Dr. Zhang talk about his experience and the fact that he is Dr. Zhang, having immigrated here and then having the experience of going on for additional education and now providing the leadership here for this center is extremely important. As we all look to celebrate our differences and to see what it really means to be a community built upon mutual respect. So I want to thank you again for being here. This is really a special event, and we're going to have a little ribbon cutting because that's what we do. And then please join us in additional celebration afterwards. So thank you very much.